This episode is brought to you by Caesar Gourmet Food for Dogs. Your dog deserves the best, so give them what they've always wanted. Real food for dogs. Caesar Wholesome Bowls are made with real chicken or beef as the first ingredient, and fresh vegetables. Crafted with no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives, Caesar Wholesome Bowls are great as a full meal, topper, or snack for your best friend. Pick up Caesar Wholesome Bowls in the wet dog food aisle at any major retailer near you. Caesar, love them back.
Welcome back, everybody. Today is Juneteenth, Monday, June 19th, 2023. Born on this day in 1921, former U.S. Senator Howell Heflin. Also in 1916, actor Pat Buttram of Addison and later the Birmingham area was born. Now, if you don't know his name, you know his voice.
Do you think I'd stoop to sordid commercialism on this happy occasion?
Today we have weather, big cats, and the thing they call rodeo. My name's Ike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama. Well, it's been a stormy few days in the deep south. Of course, last night we had strong storms roll through parts of the state. But even before that, we already had 5 confirmed tornadoes touch down over the past week in Alabama, reports AL.com's weather reporter Lee Morgan. Now, the most recent 2 came during Saturday's round of weather in South Alabama. Both were EF0s, and there were no injuries. One was near Irvington in Mobile County, the other in Baldwin County, just north of Interstate 10. Last week, there were 2 EF1 twisters that touched down in southeastern Alabama. And then on Friday, a rare anticyclonic EF1 in Mobile County, according to the Storm Survey. Now, that means it rotated clockwise, the opposite from a typical cyclone in the northern hemisphere. The Storm Prediction Center believes that severe storms are still in play for southern Alabama today and Tuesday. We've had more reports of black panthers in North Alabama recently, reports AL.com's Lee Roop. Now, this is not a new phenomenon. For years, people in Alabama have claimed to have seen big black cats. Now, if they or you have seen such a cat, then it was almost certainly a feline that's been released from captivity, because nobody has managed to capture any or confirm their existence in any numbers. Also, a black panther is just not a species like anything that's ever been in Alabama. The most likely animals to be described as a black panther are melanistic leopards, which are in Asia and Africa, and jaguars, which you find in Central and South America. In Alabama, we have the bobcat, which seems unlikely to be mistaken for a panther in the U.S., and native to Alabama is the mountain lion, also known as the cougar or puma or Florida panther. That last one, the Florida panther, is a population that years ago roamed Alabama but now is hanging on south of Lake Okeechobee in Florida. Now, the puma / cougar / mountain lions, or whatever you like to call them, aren't black. Still, sightings of black panthers keep being reported up here. 2 women in Huntsville on different mountains have said they saw what they would describe as a black panther. One was June 7th on Green Mountain in South Huntsville, the other a few days later on Chapman Mountain in northeast Huntsville. Retired wildlife biologist Mitchell Marks said a possible explanation could be people or a person releasing one or more from captivity. Quote, "Most people aren't prepared to take care of a cat that weighs over 100 pounds, end quote, and I can't argue with that. Now, don't say we don't rodeo in the heart of Dixie. The University of West Alabama didn't just show up at the College National Finals Rodeo in Casper, Wyoming, but it also came away with a pair of first-place buckles and a team championship, reports AL.com's William Thornton. UWA won the Women's National Rodeo Championship, putting up more points than Western schools such as Montana State, Wyoming, Southwest Oklahoma State, and Texas A&M did for their places 2 through 5. Tacey Matthews led the way with an individual title in barrel racing, and Raven Clegg finished 4th in barrels. Now, over on the men's side, UWA finished 31st, as J.T. Ellison won the title in steer wrestling. That's steer wrestling, not wrestling. They'd have trouble getting the steer into a onesie. Matthews and Ellison's individual championships give UWA 3 in program history. Back in 2013, Zach Wilson won the title in tie-down roping. Thank y'all so much for listening. We're going to be back here again tomorrow. Until then, y'all come on by and see what we're up to on the internet at al.com.